Hello, everybody, and welcome to Akuban Nights. How are you guys doing today?
Hello?
Hello!
Hello? Who are you? What's going on? I hunger for the flesh of the living, you know.
So as you can see, it's just Chloe here playing Maya because we are doing a flashback. We're going to figure out how it is that Maya learned the tricks of the trade, how she became the woman that she is today.
All murdery and sarcastic.
Well, we're just working with Maya. We're not digging into you. But yeah.
What?
You never. You
I am
never.
not murdery. IRL, anyway, okay?
That we know of.
I have never murdered anybody in real life that I remember.
Well said.
I have no memory of any murders.
You're not admitting to a crime in this situation. It's perfect. So, Maya, Chloe, Fuzzy, whoever you are, let's roll back the clock on your character. It is not going to be 1511, where Maya is 18? 18? All right. We're going to roll back a couple of years. How far back do we go? When is Maya learning this stuff?
Like 14, 15 maybe?
14, 15. Okay, cool.
You know.
Well, yeah, we don't have to put a hard timestamp on that. So somewhere around the age of 14 or 15, Maya Harazim, byproduct of the king's time with his concubine.
We call it a byproduct. Buy your product.
People would buy my products if I had any.
This is where I'd put my product if I had any.
Yeah, go right here. We're not going to get anything done today, are we? It's going to be great. It's great. It's perfect. This is exactly what I needed. So, Maya Harazim is... Where should we start you off? Why don't we start you off in this, big... pillared inside courtyard sort of thing. I'm gonna throw open a map.
Curtains everywhere.
Yeah. We're gonna do a quick doodle on our doodle map, which is this. I guess this is just called the doodle map from now on. It's just the way it is. You can't get around
Fountains and pillows everywhere.
Totes. Yeah. So we're gonna have a. It's like a long open courtyard that looks something like this, and then you've got the pillared walled section that also goes around it that comes out. Oh god, my lines aren't straight. It's fine. It doesn't matter.
Judging.
So so this is all overhangy area over here. Doodle. I'm shading in the overhang because that's important. And this other area is all open and it's attached to the rest of the castle, which comes out, over in this area somehow, la. And there's a big gate over here that you can use to exit into the main area, or little side doors that exits into different parts of the inner sanctum of the castle on these areas. And this is sort of the nice outside loungy place that the concubine, is concubine the right word here?
Yeah, concubines.
Yeah, where they all hang out and chill. There's plenty of stuff to do, things to paint, things to draw, things to just hang out and chat with, because you don't have a lot of responsibilities. There's a fountain, which is nice and cozy on the hot days. We got some benches places. We've got some, what do we call it? Big greenery foresty shit going on over here. There's big plants and tropical things hanging to provide all sorts of shade, and they drop little fruits and stuff. We got weird animals. I guess we don't have any monkeys here, although I really want monkeys to be here all of a sudden. Maybe there's some pet monkeys in the castle that escaped. Yeah.
One maniac with a fucking pet tiger.
Right. Yeah, and the pet monkeys have since like broken out and escaped, and they're sort of like living on the hard to reach places of the castle and sort of just like breeding and spreading. So there's not monkeys in Akuba, but like there's monkeys in the keep in Sandashar because someone fucking left the door open.
Yes, monkey infestation.
Yeah, but they're like hanging out and picking dates off the trees and like throwing their poop at random people. And you're in this courtyard with your mother, concubine that she is. And now I'm realizing. Now I'm realizing I haven't set up all the audio, so I'm doing that really quickly. Swear to God, I'm a professional. I've been doing this for years. There we go. All right, now there's audio. Saw
Which
that.
I was definitely in Discord to hear.
Totally, yeah.
100%.
Great. Now we got some like fancy royal court music. Is this the right thing? Yeah. So it's like lounging around, everyone's sipping on the wine that they've got. There's some monkeys chittering up on the area up there. And Maya is hanging out with her mom. What is your mother's name?
I can't remember.
Neither can I. I was really hoping you would.
Lilith. There we go. That's a good, wonderful, definitely not foreboding name.
It's Iris. I found notes.
Iris. Close.
Here's our shits. This is my notes on your characters. Mom and dad aren't getting along, blah, blah, blah. Fuzzy's mom is super conniving concubine who is power hungry and trained Fuzzy to be conniving and power hungry. Her name is Iris.
That's...
Proper mom would be the other people's mom.
Yeah.
Adrian.
Wow.
Adrian? Adrena? Adrena? What sort of name is Adrena? Who would name their child Adrena? Okay.
Fucking royals, man. Posh people. Posh people weird.
Fucking royals. Stupid outfits with their stupid weird sun hats, you know? How could you? How could you? Anyway, you're all hanging out here, and Iris is sitting in one of these benches, looking at some of the monkeys, and chatting with you about life and all the things that's going on. So she's, you know, asking you, well, Maya, how's it going?
Oh, fine, mother, fine. Yes, the embroidery's coming along lovely.
Embroidery? What do they have you doing? This is a terrible voice. I'm gonna find a new one. I'm so sorry. I apologize to women everywhere. It's not a very good voice.
Come on, she's got to be sexy. She's a concubine. She's all like, oh, hi.
Well, Maya, what do they have you doing in there?
It's mostly embroidery and, yeah, a little bit of needlepoint.
Darling.
You know.
That is not the sort of skills that you need if you want to get ahead in life. Needlepoint won't get you anywhere but working in a seamstress shop, and I will not have my daughter, queen that she is, working in a seamstress shop should things go awry.
What you say, mother? Careful what you say. We might hear you. Don't call me a queen in public.
She looks around. You will always be the apple of my eye, the queen of my heart, she says.
That's sweet of you to say, mother.
Yes, well, dear, I believe you have become old enough to develop your own skills and your own trades. All this needlepoint and flower arranging is, beneath you, and you would do well to remember that.
I mean, I did manage to arrange some flowers in a way that the code of flowers made it rather rude. I thought that was quite funny.
You were meant for better things than that, dear. You must elevate yourself above and beyond.
Of course, mother. I'm sorry, mother. But elevate how?
She, sitting back here at this bench in this area, points to like a tall spire up on the castle above. It's like you've got your roof and your other roof, and there's a spire that comes over here, and there's like windows on it and whatnot, and there's like a rooftop spot way above that. And she points up there where you can see like a little monkey crawling up the side, holding something in its tail, and goes, "Do you see that monkey, dear? That monkey is going places in life. It's climbing, it's rising higher and higher, and it is preparing a nest up there. Do you see that?" Monkey's totally nest, don't question it.
Yes, mother?
She gives you a nod and a smile and goes, "Now, when that monkey comes down, I want you to watch where it goes." And sure enough, the monkey like climbs up to the nest, pulls something out of its tail, like plunges it into this like cove in the roof where it's got a little spot, and then scampers down the main spire onto the roofs. You lose it for a moment, and then it pops down another area, hangs by its tail while like looking into a window, grabs onto the shutters, lowers itself a little bit, like opens a shutter and scampers in the window. And as the monkey scampers in, she goes, "That monkey knows its place in the world. It understands that if it is caught, it will be killed, but it goes in anyway. Do you know why the monkey enters the palace uninvited, knowing there's certain death waiting for it?"
Because it's not very bright?
No, dear. It's a very smart monkey. It's to make its own life and the life of its children much, much better. You need to be more like that monkey. I am not going to be a concubine my whole life. The king is quite old. One day, things will change, he will die, and I will not be out on my ass like so many ladies of my position have found themselves in. And you, my dear, are our insurance policy. You see, should something happen to the king, and the new king not be very fond of me, he will, by extension, not be very fond of you, or vice versa, and we could both find ourselves beggars. And neither of us are built for a life of begging. I mean, look at us, we're ravishing.
Oh, yes. You're every bit as beautiful as you always have been, Mother.
I know, yes. And one day you will be almost as good looking as I. Anywho, you need to be that monkey. You need to learn how to position yourself so you will always be in the right place at the right time. And I have a dear friend who has offered to help you with a couple of these small things. You might remember the gentleman Willis that has come calling on me time and time again.
Oh, do you mean the rather dangerous looking one?
Yes, bald head, high cheekbones, thick jawline, muscled body, tone from time in the sun, strong hands that aren't too calloused.
Mother.
Shoulders that go on for days. Thick, trembling thighs. You know Willis.
Glass of wine, Mother?
Of course, right. Well, dear, Willis is going to help you with a few things here and there. He'll
What
be
things
here.
exactly?
Oh, you know, penetrating defenses, climbing walls, breaching barriers, that sort of thing.
Are you being euphemistic, Mother?
No, he's going to help you learn how to get in and out of places and to be unseen or unheard when needed and to, reach those hard-to-get places.
Mother, you are the worst.
No, dear, I am the very best. That's why Willis is going to be helping us. Here he comes now. There he is. Yoo-hoo, Willis! That got weird. And this not too tall, actually kind of short guy, maybe a little bit on the stocky side, bald head, thick jawline, kind of trounces over. He is wearing a messenger's uniform. And he comes over with a kind of a curt, stiff nod, all business. And your mother says, Willis, this here is my daughter, Maya. You remember Maya, don't you? Isn't she just a lovely peach? She would like to sign up for one of your educational classes. Now, run along and do bring her back when you're done. I have other duties for you to attend to as well. And Willis gives her a half salute and looks to you and says, Miss, are you ready, Your Highness?
I am. Thank you, Willis. Yes, I would be glad to accompany you.
He turns on his heel and does the patting of the thigh that you might use to call a dog with you, and starts walking for the front gate.
I follow him, yeah.
All right.
After giving him a look.
Yep. The two of you head out of this nice palacey area. One of the guards there is like, are you leaving with the princess? She needs a proper, escort. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And Willis is like, don't worry, I'll take care of her. And the guard goes, no, I'm sorry. The princess can't leave the castle without a proper escort. Hold on, let me go get someone for her. And the guard marches off to grab someone, and Willis looks at you and goes, right. This is going to be your first lesson, Maya. That guard is going to get you some escorts, and you are going to lose them in the streets, and you're going to meet me at... He searches for a tavern name that is already well established in this lore. You're going to meet me... Nope, I don't have it.
The Gilded Monkey.
Oh, the Gilded Monkey. Yes. Meet me at the Gilded Monkey. It's on 7th Street.
7th Street. Right.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. 7th Street.
Okay. And while that happens, I'm going to go find my cell phone in case my burrito shows up and they can't find my door. So hold on.
Okie doke. The Gilded Monkey, huh? Interesting. Monkeys aren't native. Yes, I know monkeys aren't native in Akuban. There were escaped pet monkeys.
It's a real possibility. My door is really hard to find.
I've just been explaining the origin of the monkeys.
Oh.
Escaped pets.
Escaped pets, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Totes.
It's like where there's populations of like small parakeets in the UK. Totally not native, but in London and stuff, there's you literally get parakeet flocks.
Oh, how nice. Parakeets are cute.
Yeah, not really native to the UK though.
Yeah.
It's not super great for the natural bullshit and all that.
Yeah.
Anyway, right. Okay, so I guess Maya will just stand around and wait for her escort to turn up.
Yeah, a couple of guards show up in chainmail with shields and spears. There's 4 of them. They're going to walk with you and Willis. And he slowly steps out into the streets and just starts walking. And whenever you're ready, time to run away from your guards. Right.
Well, what I'll probably do is... so she'll just sort of casually stroll down the street, probably stop at some market stalls, and just do a bit of slow browsing.
Yeah, they're selling silks and perfumes and oils and lovely scented things and pretty things and whatever.
Yeah, so she's just going to be there, and then I'm just going to be like, oh, my purse is gone. Oh, I think they went that way. Quick, after them.
2 guards immediately run that way while the other 2 guards get a little bit closer and shift their hand positions on their spears from upright to stabbing mode and start looking around just in case the princess is in danger.
Is that man looking at me over there? And while I call their attention to that man, I'm going to take a step back and try and kind of just fade into the crowd.
Oh, okay. So That man over there. Why don't you give me we're gonna do a charisma check for like some sort of deception, how well, you know, you can do the look over there maneuver, which by the way is classic and totally works. If you're ever having like an argument with someone in a doorway and you like, what the fuck is that? You know, people will, it works. It's surprisingly effective.
Is the best one.
Ooh. So that's, yeah. All right, give me a straight charisma check. Ooh,
20?
Perfect. Yeah, so you're like, that guy's looking at me, and both the guards turn to like scan the audience, and they take a moment looking for someone who's looking at you, which of course, you're the princess and you're surrounded by guards who have like all of a sudden changed their shouts.
People being like,
everyone's looking at you, right? And so the guards are scanning all the faces, and you step back into the crowd. How tall is Maya?
Not very. 5'6".
Okay. All right.
I have that right now. Look at me.
You're so good. You step into the crowd. The guards get perception checks. Gotta roll their perception. Ooh. So you start to drop back into the crowd, and one of them immediately, like, you know, is turning around, scanning things, and catches you out of the corner of his eye, and like starts falling back with you, thinking you're running away from something. And mutters over his shoulder something like, "Don't worry, princess. We'll protect you."
Oh, thank you. And I'm gonna sort of turn around and just run as fast as I can. And try and lose him in the crowd.
You're just gonna bolt and run? Okay.
Why not?
Yeah, sure. You bolt, run. The guard bolts and runs with you, calling for the other one. Joe, hurry! Ooh, that's it.
Food. Burrito! I'm jealous now because Neal has food and I don't.
Whoa.
Okay, my food hasn't arrived yet, so I'm gonna need you to like just in depth describe how good that burrito is, so I can live vicariously through you.
It's bigger than I thought it was gonna be.
That's what she said.
Mm-hmm. And it's smothered in like a nice green chili sauce.
That's not what she said.
I hope not. That does not sound comfortable.
I mean, it adds a certain tingle.
That's one of those like hot and cold things.
Oh God, it burns.
In a good way?
No,
No,
oh
it's
my God,
just
I don't
burning.
want to. It's like one of those when you're chopping chilies and then you go for a pee and just like.
Yeah, or like you get a tear and you rub your eye and you're trying to use the corner of your hand, but something happened to accidentally leak down there anyway, and then all of a sudden your eyes are burning. Yeah.
I'm still remembering the time me and my brother, between us, ate an entire jar of pickled chili peppers at a wedding reception.
Oh my God.
They were only green chilies. It was quite nice, actually.
Oh. This is really good.
I hate you.
It's spicy. It's hot.
I mean, it's a fucking burrito. What were you expecting?
I wanted it to be hot, and it is. I'm satisfied. This is a happy face, I swear.
Oh God, that's great. Right.
Anyway.
Yes.
Okay, so you're running through the city streets, and there's two ways to escape your guards. There's either just like outrunning them and outpacing them, which would be an opposed strength check, or some sort of like, maneuvering and knocking things over and pushing things past, which would be an opposed dex check.
What I was probably going to try and do would be like sort of like find some alleys, dodge down them, and then like try and go into a doorway before they could turn the corner kind of thing. Okay.
So you need to put a little distance between you and them. So you're going to have to beat them to get around a corner and into a doorway or whatever. You're going to need to beat them in an opposed dex check by like 1 or 2. Not a lot, because you just need a little gap.
Okay, so just straight dex?
Straight dex, yeah. 4, 5.
Oh, damn! That's not good.
That is not great. 8. They're gonna roll. First one rolls a 19.
Bastard.
Oh, the other one rolls like a 30. So you lose one in the crowd, maybe knocking over a barrel over here, kind of ducking between these two stalls, and one guard is quickly chasing after you. The other one gets caught up in between these things, sort of like knocks over a stall of melons and is like, oh, I'm so sorry, but the princess, oh no, oh god, there's too many people in the way, and gets kind of caught. While the other guard that's chasing after you still is like, princess, stop running! It's okay, you're safe, we have you! You still got one guard on your tail who's keeping up with you. What are you gonna do?
Oh god, right, hang on. This is gonna take some thought. Can I keep trying to lose him?
Absolutely. I mean, he's on your tail right now. He's following you to protect you.
I'm gonna try and sort of like do some more dodging and weaving and things because I can't roll that badly again, surely.
Surely. Give it another shot.
There we go. It's a bit better.
Oh yeah. Okay. So how do you lose him? What is your technique here? Because you definitely do.
Yeah, it's I'll probably like come to a big crowd of people and then just sort of like look like I'm going one way, go around somebody, jink the other way, and just throw myself into a doorway until he's gone past.
Nice, totally works. You go left, then duck under a table, go right, the guard barrels around left, runs like 20 or 30 feet, and you can see him like in an intersection, looking both ways, and then starts asking people, "What? Have you seen the princess? She's over here." And quickly, they don't know where he is. You are. He keeps running around looking for you, shouting out, "Princess! Princess!"
Right, and then what I'll probably do is I'll look around and see if there's any like. I want to look a bit more inconspicuous since people are shouting about princesses.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any kind of like stall that sells cloaks or clothing or anything anywhere near?
Yeah. The streets of Saint Ashar are busy with trade. You can find some store that sells...
Cabbages! My cabbages!
You can find a stall that's selling clothing, but it's not like princess quality clothing,
Yeah,
They're like, it's like monk's robes and shit. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll probably just like, in fact, if they sell monk's robes, what I'll probably do then is I'll just buy like a plain robe and throw it on and just keep the hood up.
Okay. Of course, at this point in time, Maya really only carries gold with her, so you'll pay for the robes with, coin that's way too pricey, and get your monk's robes. And where do you go now?
Yeah, I'll just be like, keep the change.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will sort of like very slowly and calmly, keeping my head down, and just like I'll slowly and calmly walk to the Gilded Monkey.
Okay. To the Gilded Monkey. Let's see. All right. So you're walking through the city streets dressed as a regular person. Is this something that Maya has done before?
Probably once or twice. She's probably been out on hijinks before, which is probably why she needs the escort. She's not done anything like this, but she's definitely, had some. There's other kids in the thing. They might have gone out together and gotten up to some, rich kids, idiot scrapes kind of thing. Oh, we're gonna throw a monkey in the fountain and watch it, or whatever.
Okay, sure.
May or may not have set a monkey loose in a temple one time.
Oh, Maya.
It's fine. It only pooped on the priest once.
You're moving through some alleyways between some buildings, trying to get down to 7th Street where the Gilded Monkey is. And in the alleyway, there's this stumbling, stammering drunk who's got the whatever the medieval equivalent of like a brown paper bag with a bottle in it is. Maybe it's just a bottle. And he sees you coming down the alleyway and gets up and like kind of shambles in your direction going, "Oh, hey, Mr. Priest, I could use a handout. You'd be doing the God's work. I'm just a humble person who needs some support from the divine beings, and the gods sent you to me. Now,
Is this Thingy Bob? Is this Thingy Bob? Can I try and perceive if this is what's his name? Whose name I've immediately
Willis?
forgotten? Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Maya is suspicious. 22.
Absolutely not. Nope. This guy, he's got too much hair to be Willis.
Okay, in that case, Maya is going to sort of palm because she's got her purse inside her robe, so she's going to sort of palm a gold coin, and just sort of like flip it onto the floor in front of him, and then move past very quickly.
Ooh, onto the floor is a good idea. The drunk sees it and sees it fall to the ground, and just kind of stands there looking at it for a moment, and goes, "Is that gold?" And leans over to pick it up, which is when I guess you jump past him, and by the time he picks it up, I guess you're gone. Well navigated. The putting on the ground, important clutch little maneuver there.
Maya's not stupid. She's not. You know.
A few minutes later, you find yourself at the Golden Monkey, and there's Willis waiting for you with two of the guards. He's tapping his foot. And as you walk in, the guards are there. They immediately start coming up to you, and he interjects before they...
I've still got the hood up.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, so you see Willis and the guards there, and they're looking around, and Willis is like in between the two guards, and they're like searching the crowd, and you can see them scanning the people that walk in. So you walk in with the hood up and the robes and everything, but they're definitely like looking at you because they're looking for people.
Yeah, I'm just going to walk in with arms, hands folded. Just go to the bar and order a glass of wine.
Oh.
And I would like to also order 3 more glasses of wine for Willis and the guards.
Sure. You pay the bartender, and go ahead.
Yeah, it's sort of like, if you could just sort of pass them over to my friends there. Tell them compliments of Maya.
Those are royal guards, ma'am.
Oh, I know. It's fine. They know me.
Okay. He takes your money, pours the wine, sends it over the table from Maya, and you can immediately see the guards like snapping to attention, and the bartender like points in your direction, and the guards hustle over with Willis between them. And Willis goes, "Maya, how could you run off like that? You know how much trouble you worried these poor men with?"
I'm terribly sorry. I just couldn't help it. I don't know what got into me. I just felt like a little mischief. I'm sorry. It's been so boring. I'm so sorry. Please accept my apologies. I won't do it again, I promise.
"You don't have to apologize to me, ma'am," says one of the guards, "but your father has been alerted that you are missing, and I think we should probably take you in now. He's probably worried sick."
Okay, I will accept my punishment.
They walk with you while Willis gives you an approving nod from the distance.
Give me just a little, and I'll look suitably just like, aww. I got into a
You make a charisma check, see if it works. Do the guards buy the shenanigans, or do they know who you are? Oh my god!
Yeah, they fucking do. Come on.
Yeah, they buy it. All right, you head back to the palace, and sure enough, the king is there, and he's pacing in the throne room back and forth when the two guards bring you in. He throws his hands in the air and goes, "Maya, I heard you had been kidnapped."
No, I'm sorry, Daddy. It was a prank. I'm sorry.
"Oh, my poor heart. Do you want to leave this kingdom without a king? You almost killed me."
Oh, I'm so sorry, Daddy. I didn't mean to. It's just so boring in the palace. I just needed a bit of excitement, and in retrospect, it was a terrible idea, but it was just a spur of the moment thing. And then when you do something and you're like, this is a terrible idea, but you can't stop because you're in trouble now. So, you know what I mean? Did you ever do any pranks when you were little, Daddy?
No, I was a good boy. I stayed in the castle, learned the ways of rulership.
Once? Really?
No, not at all. I wouldn't dare bring shame on the Harazim family.
Well, I mean, I am only a concubine's child. I'm not.
Nonsense! You are my daughter. Whether Your mother and I are married or not, you are my blood and my prodigy. I don't ever want to hear you say anything about you only being a concubine's daughter. That's never been the case, and it never will be.
I do notice that you have dinner with my full-blooded siblings a lot more than me, though, Daddy. I do notice that.
That's only because your mother wishes to have dinner with you sometimes, and my wife isn't always a fan of her being around. But I'll go talk to Adriana, Darian. What's their mother's name? Adrena. That's it. I'll talk to Adrena about having dinner with you and Iris more often. I'll make her see sense. I hope you know that's never a reflection on you. It's just, wives and concubines don't get along.
I understand, Daddy. I understand. I'm going to run up to him and give him like a big hug and a kiss and just be like, I love you, Daddy. You're the best.
Oh, I can't stay mad at you. I don't blame you for running away. The castle can be a stifling place for a young woman. Perhaps. Would you like to become a knight? We could get you armor and swords and a proper training.
Maybe? I've never really thought about it. I mean...
Or a librarian. That's even better. Would you like to be a librarian?
I hadn't really ever given much thought to being a librarian. I mean, knight maybe, although I'm not sure if Mummy would...
Well, knights could get killed. A librarian. Yeah, there's no danger in that work. And you'll be inside where we can keep an eye on you. No, you wouldn't like that. Oh. And he like hems and haws for like 10 minutes over what to do with you, even though there's nothing that needs to be done.
Maybe you could talk it over with Mummy.
Right. We'll see you for dinner tonight then. I'll make sure of it. And
I would love that, Daddy. Thank you.
Oh. Gives you a big hug and one of those fatherly rubs on the back, and then sends you off where you can meet back up
Without
with your...
getting punished. Hell yeah.
There we go. And I guess we're going to take a short break here. And when we come back, we will see the next phase of Maya's learning and adventuring. And maybe we'll get a montage in here or something. I don't know.
Fuck yeah.
See you guys on the other side of the break. Bye-bye.